Why is it necessary to use feed for chickens? Is the pasture not enough? A chicken is not an herbivore. A chicken is an omnivore. And that's an interesting question because it deals with economies. When I started the Eggmobile, the first one, well, actually the second one, or actually the third one, when it was just one, and I had 100 layers in that Eggmobile, they didn't need any feed. They just lived off the land, okay? But 100 layers only gave me 4 dozen eggs a day. And I had the same diesel fuel to go move it, the same time to go gather eggs, the same time to go close them up at night. I have to get $20 a dozen for those eggs to pay for the overhead. Are you with me? So we made a conscious decision to compromise. And I admit, okay, I'm being very, I admit it. You know, who never compromises? Oh, good, I haven't seen a hand yet. All right. The fact is that we pick, okay? We do. We pick our compromise. Whether it's you know our carbon footprint by taking a jet trip to hike a trail somewhere. Okay, that's a you know in the pure sense that is compromise, right? There's a cost to that, all right? So we do, and so I'm being very upfront. We have chosen, rather than trying to sell 4 dozen eggs for $20 a dozen, we have chosen to supplement with feed because, see, those 100 chickens covered the same ground. They'll all go out 200 yards. Okay, so they'll go out a 400-yard diameter circle from the Eggmobile. They will cover that whether there's 10 chickens or 1,000 chickens. So at 100 chickens, that 400-yard circle fed them. You know, there was enough bugs and critters and stuff to feed them. All right? An incredible egg. A better egg than we have today. But the reality was we couldn't make it work economically without charging 20 bucks a dozen for so few eggs. And so we chose to increase the numbers, supplement with grain, to get economies of scale up enough so that it covered our trips. Does that make sense? It might not be what you want to hear, but it's the reality. What good does it do? What good does it do to be such an exacting purist that you go bankrupt proving that the world is not as smart as you are? That doesn't prove anything, except that you're smart and the world is stupid. Well, we already know that, okay? So I would rather stay in business till the day when the world meets us. Now, that being said, let me assure you that in my perfect world, we wouldn't be raising the number of chickens we raise. You would have chickens, and you would have chickens, and you would have chickens, and people with pet dogs and cats would get rid of them, and gerbils and tarantulas and snakes would get rid of them and have 2 chickens in their condominium. I mean, they're far more lovable. They eat all the kitchen scraps. Now we eliminate the garbage load to the landfill, and we've got good eggs to eat. And it's a truly integrated carbon-centric system. And Pat Foreman, is she still here, Pat Foreman? You know, she was here helping serve. The chicken whisperer, you know, she speaks all over the world, carries this, she's got all these compatriots with chickens. And she takes it and she holds the chicken when she does the talk. And all of these chickens that she uses are named Oprah Henfrey. Isn't that great? Oprah Henfrey. Okay. Anyway, she's done the computations that all it would take is 1 in 5 households with 10 chickens to completely produce all the eggs that our country needs. 1 in 5 households. Why can't we get 1 in 5 households to have 10 chickens? Why is that so difficult? So in my perfect world, we wouldn't be raising the number. So you know, these things snowball. You know, these kind of questions, they always snowball into altruistic discussions. You know, we can sit there with a focus group. You know, what is the perfect world? You know, to me, and of course, you know, my perfect world. You know, our taxes would be about 5% of what they are. You know? And then I wouldn't have to make so much cash to live. I'd be like Pa Ingalls, you know. He didn't have to make any cash till there wasn't any income tax, right? So if he didn't have any nails, he didn't have to go out and buy nails and generate a cash crop. He just made mortise and tin and wooden pegs in the door and made his own doors because time was more valuable. You see, so we all live in a context of a time, and I think that's a similar issue. Did I answer the question? Are we okay?